Let's take this elevator. You tap the elevator key against the panel. You can now use the elevator. Which floor would you like to go? Oh, snap. Let's go to basement 2 first. Go to the research lab in basement 3. Okay, so what's in basement 2? Just like candy. Okay. Some of the machinery powered back on in response to your presence. Security check initialized. Possession of all key cards have been confirmed. Commencing partial reboot of systems. System rebooted. Voice guidance enabled. 4 files are available for playback. File 1, the device. File 2, the field. File 3, the legends. File 4, our shared dream. Which one would you like to review? The device. The device that grants life was created 3,000 years in the past. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokemon that had perished. We have found this ultimate weapon buried in the earth beneath Geosang Town. It had been very well preserved. We believe we can have it operational with very little work. We have yet to find the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe Ash should still possess it since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him without delay. The fuel. The device that grants life, in fact, grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because the basic function of the device is to distill energy into its purest form, then emit that distilled energy. This emission can take the form of convection, radiation, or conduction. Thus, life can be conducted back into a Pokemon that has lost its own, allowing it to be revived. What then would occur if we were to fuel the device with the energy of a legendary Pokemon? Kalos is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon, Xerneas, which represents life and rebirth, and Zvetal, representing destruction and death. The power to grant life and the power to steal life. These are mysterious abilities that even science cannot even be able to decode. What would happen to the world if we were able to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? As the world grows wealthier, the number of Pokemon and people will only continue to grow. That growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be sustained. There is only one of something, it cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought over. And when something is fought over, some must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world forward a moment beautiful future. Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon, how truly abominable it was? Az created that weapon. Then, 1,000 years later, he also made a device that now dwells within the Prism Tower. Why are you here? Zygarde seemed to wish that I come to this place. I have lost my memories, and yet this place does bring back something. What I remember mostly clearly is Az. When I spoke with him 5 years ago, through the bars of his cell, I did not know his true intent, but I did learn of the device within the Prism Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. But to activate the device required a certain Pokemon, one particular Floette. There was no way to know that Floette could be found. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device, but the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key as carried. And so I did. There was an explosion, remember that much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. I was buried deep in the earth, together with Team Flare's secret base. You're still alive. Zygarde saved me. I worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light raining down, the deadly light of the ultimate weapon. In doing so, Zygarde exhausted its own power. But at the weapon's activation, the device in the Prism Tower awakened as well, sensing danger. It has become a threat to Lumiose. It could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect the city, Zygarde must regain its true power. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will enter a frenzied state similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. The only one who can bring it back under control is Az's Floette. Yes, we need the Eternal Flower and a trainer who can draw forth her full power. This is the truth I know, and now you have learned all those things young people waiting in Lysandra Cafe wanted you to learn. Go and speak with Grisham and with Az, and do what must be done. Talk to Grisham again. Do I have an escape route? That'd be great. I don't. No escape route. Did you see Lysandre? I did. I met him inside. I think he's still alive. Yet he doesn't seem to remember us in the slightest. How could he just forget? It's all because of him that the rest of us. Marcel, there will be time for such things later. And you, Poogie, you want to know the truth of Az's sin? And so I make this request of you. Get Az's Floette and give her to me. No. What about what Floette wants? You must see it by now. With Az's special Floette, we should be able to keep Prism Tower control. Everything we've learned points to that conclusion. We must stop the tower from going on a rampage, and if we're ever to achieve that kind of beautiful world Team Flare once dreamed of. And if we can be the ones to protect Lumiose, then people will finally see us differently. Do you understand? We were mere children, born to those who chose to join Team Flare, and yet we too became pariahs in the eyes of society when Team Flare was disbanded. But we couldn't just leave Lumiose. The city's our home too, and we love it as much as anyone else. The only reason Team Flare existed was to make Lumiose better, to make all of Kalos better. At the Nove Cafe, we've worked hard to provide coffee to those who have little else. And as we worked there, we've also heard the voices of the people. We understand the city better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else. So if you really want to face me in battle, you'll need him more than just a challenger's ticket. You'll need to be ready to hand over Az's Floette to me. I must become the strongest Pokemon trainer by battling up through the Zie Royale. Then I will become the one to restrain Prism Tower with Floette. Go talk with the rest of the Team MZ and decide what we really ought to do. It's time they all learn of Az's sin. Now go back to Hotel C. What an asshole, dude. Oh, you've returned. I heard from Emma what leads you were following up on. I imagine you've learned much of my tale by now. Isn't that right? Oh, Poogie. Did you manage to find Grisham? Yeah, he's the guy from the cafe. No kidding. I went digging into rumors about Grisham with Emma after our chat. Sounded like he was a formidable trainer. But he's part of this group, Team Flare, and he's been gathering all sorts of info about Loom City from customers at Nove Cafe. He even seems to know something weird's going on with the prism. Az, is there any chance you could tell us more about the tower given the situation? Yes. I've been thinking it's time to talk to you all about it. Come, we can speak on the roof. Why on the roof? Why can't we just speak on the ground? Poogie, you know of the ultimate weapon, don't you? I went to the lab, yes. Then I shall tell you of the terrible sins I have committed and about my regrets. In the war that occurred 3,000 years ago, many things were lost. So many Pokemon had their futures stolen. People lost their lives every day they know. And my Floette was sent to the front lines where she lost her life. I made a device, a machine that could grant life, also that it can revive my beloved Floette. I brought Floette back to life. I got back what I had loved most, but my rage had not subsided. I could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon that I had loved. In my rage, I remade my device into the ultimate weapon. Put an end to the senseless conflict that would have taken everything from us by becoming destruction itself. The light fired from the ultimate weapon reached the heavens, then poured down, burning away all that rested upon the earth. But Floette must have known the truth. She must have realized that the life I had given her was stolen from so many other Pokemon. She left me, and I wandered alone for 3,000 years. Seriously? For 3,000 whole years? During those long years of aimless wandering, a man of great power asked me for my help. Said he wanted to find a way to protect Kalos. At this, I thought to myself, I cannot make another device that would take from others. But perhaps I could make one that would share the eternal life I had bestowed on Floette. That is what Angie is. That is what is hidden deep within Prism Tower. I built Angie to give meaning to the eternal life I had burdened Floette with. It was, in one sense, my attempt to atone to Floette for what I had done. I dreamt of the day where I could use Angie after reigniting with Floette at last. But that day did not come to pass. That was because we were living in a time of peace. Now Angie, the tower is emitting excessive amounts of Mega Power even without Mega Floette present. This is only conjecture on my part, but I believe it may be related to Ultimate Weapon. Good night. Alright, good night. Have a good night, Moa. Stay safe. Get some plenty of rest and let all the bed bugs that you want to bite, and none of the ones that you don't want to bite. Nom, 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 nom. Maybe related to the Ultimate Weapon being fired 5 years ago. Nom, 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 nom. That shook awoke Agni and caused the Mega Power contained within it to spill forth. This led to this rampant rogue Mega Evolution that Pokemon suffer. The people is coming to harm. There's the only one way to put an end to the pain. Night night, I go fight mouse, haha, hehe. A Mega Evolution user must Mega Evolve Floette and together reach the control panel with Agni. I never could have imagined that you and Floette had that kind of history. And the tower too. So we knew the strongest Mega Evolution user to stop the tower from going berserk. I have a question. Why would Floette be able to Mega Evolve at all? Normally Pokemon can only Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any further. Shouldn't Floette be able to evolve into Florges? Well, unfortunately my Floette cannot evolve. Perhaps it's because she is a special Pokemon, having received the lives of so many others. Though that is only my conjecture. Floette returning to my side again after 3,000 years was an act of forgiveness. but she likely also returned to me so that I could atone for my sins by stopping the tower. However, I no longer have it in me to battle as I did as a trainer. I mean, yeah, I guess I might have kicked all these events in motion, but I'm sure you never dreamed the tower would go berserk like this. Doesn't mean Az still made this awful mess, and Team MZ is stuck cleaning it up. Naveen, I appreciate that Az is trying to right his wrongs, and I owe him as much as any of us do. I don't want to be the bad guy any more than the rest of you, but accountability matters. You realize we might die trying to fix all of this, don't you? Well, Naveen is correct in what he says. I continue to cause nothing but trouble because of my own powerlessness. I truly am sorry. I understand, Az. Just leave this to Team MZ. Poogie, it's up to us to keep the tower from going wild. That means you gotta beat Grisham. I'll win for sure. I knew we could count on you, Poogie. We'll be the ones to stop the tower, not Grisham, and Team Flair Noir. Now go earn a challenger's ticket so you can challenge Grisham to a promotion match. Thank you. I'll forever be grateful for meeting you all, my dear Team MZ. So we're gonna have to wait till nighttime for challengers tickets, which is fine. I want to do all the side quests that I can. 15 at night is a side quest we gotta look at. You want to know what I'm doing? Well, I'm feeding these wild Aeron. Aeron love to eat metal, but they're even much away at cars and things if you're not careful. So I feed them scrap metal to make sure they don't start eating what they shouldn't. Do worry they'll get bored if I keep feeding them the same old thing all the time though. And so I had an idea. Do you think a poison type move would add some really nice flavor to the scrap metal? Steel type Pokemon can't be poisoned, so it won't bother them at all. If you happen to test your idea, hit that pile of scrap metal with Sludge Bomb. Okay. I'll do a Sludge Bomb. Oh, I already have it on. Okay, cool. Oh, that Sludge Bomb gave the scrap metal such a tantalizing aroma. And look, the Aeron seemed pretty happy with the result too. They're chowed down. I'm so glad the random idea worked. Thank you for spicing things up for us. You were a fantastic help and I'm fantastically grateful. After this, I think I'll spend some time researching which poison type moves Aeron find the tastiest. Don't you worry, my little Aeron friends. I'll keep feeding you as much scrap metal as you like. I can't tell if that's inside or outside. That's inside. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they're frozen solid. That's because frozen Pokemon can't do a thing in battle. I was doing an impression of my favorite trainer. She uses Ice-type Pokemon, so do I. Want to have a battle? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I do want to have a battle. Are you ready? I think so. I just gotta kill you before you kill me, right? How dare I? How dare you? You're the one that wanted a battle. You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. Maybe I'm a bit overboard with the quotes. Anyway, you're really strong. A little tough for me. Don't worry too much if your Pokemon get frozen. They'll thaw on their own. You can always use Flame Wheel, Steam Eruption, or Flame Bits to make your way through the ice if your Pokemon knows one of those moves. Oh. You know, it's so strange and incredible that there's a place like this in Lemoise. It's like an ice field. Never melt ice, ice. Oh yeah. Maybe over here? It'll be nighttime. When it hits nighttime, I want to hit 15 because we need that pumpkin alpha, that quest. And I need a extra large Go-Go. Hello? Just now, you beamed a message into my brain, did you not? What are you talking about, lady? She's crazy. She's absolutely Looney Toony. There's no need for pretense, my friend. You're clearly one of us. We're all trainers who live in the blessed company of Starmie. Please join our next company. We shall invite the Starmie dwelling among the stars to descend with grace upon the presence. For all we know, Starmie are none other than the very stars themselves. Return here at night and make sure you're accompanied by Starmie. Okay, so at night, there's two quests we gotta do at night. And so I'm gonna put Starmie in now. There's so many quests. I don't even know. I gotta hit 15 up at night and I gotta go to that lady at night. And it's about to be nighttime. What does this lady like? It ain't the kid from Team NZ. You got a bit of reputation in the rest syndicate. I hear you're pretty strong. Battle me, will you? Don't have to be right now. Could be wait when you're good and ready. Steadfast. Come talk to me when you're in the mood. I'm in the mood. Alright, buckle up, Buttercup. Round is gonna suck. These rocks, dude, they're good. Hydro Pump, though, it takes way too long to cast. Alright, nice. Steel can't be poisoned. Yeah, I just learned that steel can't be poisoned. Here, take this as thanks. Oh, one metal coat? Oh my god, I can either get a Steelix or a Cinder. I kind of want a Cinder more than a Steelix right now, but... Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Let me go here. 15 in the Starmie. It should hit nighttime. Bing bong, bing a boom. She looks like she's from the SPC. I can tell by looking at you that you're a strong Pokemon trainer. I'll be attacking your favorite types, my bug type. Okay. I have no problem fighting you, just bug type. I'll be using Mega Evolution to draw the potential too. Oh, she's gonna Mega Evolve? Hell yeah, dude. He has Rock Smash. That could be an issue. He's fighting. That's really nothing to... There's not really much to worry about here. Yeah, you wanna do this? You wanna do this? You wanna do it? You wanna do it? I lost even after I said out my Mega Pinsir. He does. He wants to do it. Good work out there, team. Especially Pinsir. Great job with that Mega Evolution. Seems like more and more trainers are using Mega Evolution lately, huh? I've heard rumors, though, that they're just rumors, mind you, that some shady character taught Force Article how to make Mega Rings. Apparently, that person's name is Az. What an interesting rumor. The story goes that this Az person traveled all the way to some far-off region called Hoenn. There, he researched the origin of Mega Evolution to satisfy his own curiosity. Team D shared his research with Kasartico. What does he hope to achieve? I guess I got no complaints as long as I can Mega Evolve my beloved Pokemon. We should all just appreciate this precious gift that we have. Yes!